This is SCAC Baseball Media Days, and joining us today is the University of Dallas Crusaders head coach Joe Myers and senior infielder Trevor Keel. And gentlemen, first of all, we thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us this morning to discuss the upcoming season.
Thanks, James. Jack to be here.
I'm going to start with Trevor because I got to get his thoughts. You guys open up tomorrow. You guys are going to take on Sul Ross State this weekend. I mean, Gage, give me the excitement level among this team.
Well, you know what? If I could put it in a metaphor, I would say that we're a bunch of just raging pit bulls in a cage right now, just ready to get out there and play. And I feel like this year we have a lot to prove right to ourselves and a lot of people to prove wrong, and so we're just excited to get out there and play.
And I know an exciting time, obviously, for Coach Myers as well. You've been with the team for 5 years, Coach. This is your first time as head coach. What has been some of the transitions from just being an assistant into being the head man?
I mean, there's a lot of office crap that I have to do. That's the worst part of the job. But you know, I've been waiting for the season to come. But I think the hardest thing for the team is there's been this kind of deal where all the guys are used to being around a 500 team, and so they kind of expect that same result. So what we've been trying to do as a coaching staff is just kind of get them into the mindset of, you know, let's not expect that. Let's get better and expect higher results and win some ball games. And so going about our business and trying to get the guys to see, you know, hey, we don't have to be a 500 squad. We have the talent to be better, so let's attack.
And Coach, it's kind of a perfect segue into my next question. What are some of the team's expectations and goals in 2015?
To win. You know, that's the biggest thing. We just want to win. And you know, when you say the word win, to me, it means you have to do all the things to win. And so I don't go into much detail about, you know, all the stuff about you know, winning practice every day and getting better every day. You know, the word win is enough for guys to say, all right, I either want to win or you're going to lose. And to me, and what we're trying to work with the guys is that result of winning. You're going to win good games. You're going to win ugly. Let's just find a way to win, and however we do that, that's great.
Trevor, coming to you, throughout the preseason, even going back to fall ball and going into the preseason throughout January, just share with us what you've seen from this team. Share with me some things you've seen that you really like from your perspective.
Yeah, well, James, you know, what I've seen is that we have a team that has a lot of fire and and we're a bunch of fighters. And it's always good to see whenever we have our inter squads and competitions, guys who go out there and want to compete and win. And, you know, we yell at each other on the field and we get, you know, in little scuffles. But the good thing is that after that, we carry it off and then we're a family after that. So it's always good to be around a bunch of guys who have a winning mentality and just want to go out there and win.
Coach, you have 8 seniors on this team, including Trevor. Just tell me how important these seniors are to this team's success.
It's big. I mean, we've had... since I've been here, this is the biggest senior class, and anytime you have that, you know, you take a look at the teams in the conference that have been so successful, Trinity and TLU, you know, notably last year with all their senior leadership. It's just huge as a team to have that. But not only just the senior leadership, but guys in the lineup. And we've had to put so many underclassmen into the lineups, and so handling that pressure as an unexperienced player is tough to do. So this year we're going to be more you know, senior, junior on the field, and you know, just jacked to see how that, you know, differs from the previous years where we've had to rely on freshmen and sophomores.
Trevor, as a senior on this team, just tell me the importance from your perspective of being a leader among this group.
Well, I think it's extremely important. I mean, not just from the way that you carry yourself on the baseball field, but also off the baseball field as well. I think it has a trickle-down effect, and I think it's a thing that a lot of the seniors have worked upon, and it's something that's really helped out the team, especially the young guys.
This is SCAC Baseball Media Days. We're here with the University of Dallas Crusaders head coach Joe Myers, senior infielder Trevor, the SCAC Player of the Year last season, joining us this morning. Coach Myers, I'm going to turn back to you. Let's break the team down a little bit. Let's start with your pitchers and your catchers. Tell me what you've seen from this group and who kind of stands out from that group.
Yeah, we got Cronin. Cronin obviously is going to be our stud on the mound. The resurgence of Denton Martin last year, halfway through the season as a starter. I mean, he was outstanding. So he'll be in there, and then we have a group of 3 or 4 guys that we feel are still competing for the rest of those spots. And the guys that don't get those spots are going to make our bullpen deeper, which our bullpen in the past has been garbage, and so it's going to give us that depth. And the pitchers know that. The pitchers know it's going to be a absolute battle. And Coach Weiss, our pitching guy right now, he's been doing a great job with them, getting them in shape. On the catching front, it's really a two-headed deal with Zach San Ramon is a transfer sophomore, and Jake Pierce, who's been starting most of our games the last few years. So each guy possesses something different. And so we're going to be able to utilize their talents and try to figure out, what combination works and what pitchers work best with those catchers. So, we're just looking for guys to throw strikes and compete, and then thrive in the pressure situations of the late innings for our bullpen, which is something that we've just struggled in the past few years. And so that goes back again to kind of the demeanor that we're trying to portray on the squad is just find ways to win, and that starts with the pitching and catching unit.
Trevor, let me come to you as an infielder on this team. Describe to me what you've seen from this group of infielders and some things that have stood out to you as you get ready to go into the 2015 season.
Well, I think we have a lot of studs out there, and starting at third base, we have SCAC, and he's a guy who hasn't seen a lot of play time in the past few years, but he's one of the hardest working guys that I've seen. So he's going to come up big this season. And then at shortstop, we have Renee over there, and he's starting to look like he was his freshman year whenever he was the Player of the Year as a freshman. So he's looking great over there. And then at second base, we kind of have a battle between Hunter and Lou, and so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But they're both great players. And of course, me at first base, and then we have a freshman in Patch who has been a big threat. He's been killing the ball. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. So yeah, the infield's looking great right now.
Coach, I'll let you move into the outfield here. Tell me a little bit about your outfielders.
Athletic. I mean, these guys, once they realize their athleticism and the type of mentality we're trying to create out there, and really for the whole team is, go get the baseball and to play more aggressive and to get away from playing passive to make the safe play. But our outfielders have the athletic ability to go make some pretty special plays, some momentum changing plays, and they have the arms to be able to throw lead runners out. So I think the best part about that group is they love to run the bases. Not too many players give fist pumps when we say, hey, we're doing a base running circuit, but some of our outfielders are jacked to do that. And then offensively for the outfielders, we got Tug and Avery Arnold, who saw a lot of playing time last year, and these guys are guys that aren't going to impress you with a lot of pop, but with their speed, and beat out a lot of infield ground ball. It's just going to be fun to watch those guys play and see where it takes us.
Coach, I'll stay with you. We brought up a couple names among some of the newcomers with this program. Just as a group, what have these newcomers brought to this team throughout the preseason, and what will they bring throughout the regular season?
It's been interesting. I think the development process has gone a little slower, especially from the pitching standpoint of it. But they're guys that are asking the right questions and they're doing the work, and so we're just going to have to stick with them and kind of see how they develop through the season. And then from the position players, our freshman guys, it was kind of like the fall we were, I think, disappointed would be a stand. That's